Good evening, everybody. Come on in. I'm getting ready to make some ground turkey vegetable soup. Hope y'all having a God bless Tuesday evening. How about that twice in one day, y'all? It's raining again. I decided I wanted to cook something quick and easy and very tasty. So we're going to do it with some ground turkey vegetable soup. So I got my veggies chopped. The ones that I want to saute. This is potatoes, onions, and carrots. I got me some hot olive oil in that pan, so we're going to just pour these in and start to saute them. It takes about 10 minutes. And when those, just make sure that pan is real hot. Once we get those done, get that pan really hot. Once we get those done, then I'll throw the ground turkey in. We'll start browning it, and then I'll get all my tomatoes and other veggies in, and we're gonna have us some good old soup. I gotta, of course, put some. I'm bumping it, y'all. Excuse me. Okay, this is my good. That little deal off there. This is my. I love cooking in this. It's a cast iron pot. It's the one I got from Sam's Club last year, and it cooks really good. Makes good soups and stews, and I've started using it for my gumbo as well. So we're gonna go ahead and get our potatoes, onions, and carrots poured in. So I'm them up, of course. And when those get done, I want to start pouring in the seasoning now. Everything but the kitchen sink, y'all. And I'm going to put in some chicken bouillon seasoning and some black pepper and cook those veggies and let them get sauteed. Then I'll start adding in my ground turkey and let it brown up, and we're just gonna put it together. In about an hour we're gonna have us a good old bowl of soup, y'all. Hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, I got my ground turkey in there, and I'm pretty much gonna season it just the same way I did the veggies, everything but the kitchen sink. We're gonna put our chicken bouillon, and each one of these is 2 tablespoons full of seasoning. So one and a 2. Remember, we season everything unto itself, and then we add it all together and make the whole deal come together. So this is 2 pounds of ground turkey. This is 2 of those rolls. You know how you can buy them in those 1-pound roll bags. Then these are butterball turkey rolls, and we're just gonna let that brown up. And when we get it all browned up, we're gonna put it in with the veggies and start putting in the other ingredients, and we're gonna have us some ground turkey vegetable soup here shortly. So y'all hang tight. Please don't go nowhere. Don't leave me hanging, y'all. I'll be right back. We just try to cut back in and out to save time. Okay, it's time to get the veggies in. Not into the stove, but into the pot. Okay, again, it's time to get those veggies in. I'm just gonna pull the rest of them right over into the pot. And I've got some corn that's going to go into there. Some whole kernel canned corn that's going to go in. And I have some diced tomatoes that will go in. And I've got some frozen veggies that I had left over from another time that I had in the freezer. So I'm just going to put the corn in. And then we'll get the diced tomatoes in. These are 15-ounce cans of tomatoes and corn. And we just put everything in, and we're going to turn the heat up and get it boiling again and let it cook for a good hour so that all of our ingredients will come together. Okay. All of our veggies are pretty much in right there. Now, I may or may not put some tomato sauce. It just depends on how these diced tomatoes work out. They usually work pretty good. And I may have to put in some tomato sauce. So for now, as far as the salt content, you're going to let this cook for a while, and then you're going to taste of it and see if you need to put salt. I have not put any salt per se in there, but all the seasoning have salt already in it, so I haven't added any salt. I'm gonna pour about 3 cups of water in there, so we'll have water enough to cook these veggies down, and then we'll go back and taste of it and see if we need more seasoning. We got to put some, we got to get the black pepper going, so we'll seek out the black pepper, get it going in there. And if y'all will hang tight for me, I'm gonna go find, I think I got some okra. I want me a little bit of okra in there, so I'm gonna go look for the okra, and if it's in the freezer, we're gonna have some okra, so hang on. Okay, y'all, I am back. I did not find any okra, but I did find some lima beans, some frozen lima beans that I had in there that I had cooked. So the lima beans are in the mix, and I'm gonna put some tomato sauce in here, and this got cooked, like I said, for about an hour. I got plenty of ground turkey in there, and it's just making for a nice hearty soup, y'all. What do y'all think? Okay, y'all hang tight. We'll be back. We're gonna let this cook down and see if we need any more seasonings. Right now it smells so good, y'all, and it looks beautiful. That is a beautiful mixture of soup. So we're just gonna go ahead and while we were gone, I added in some of my ground up, my homemade oregano, thyme, and rosemary. Added a good tablespoon of that. That's my homemade. I'm gonna go to the garden, get me some more fresh herbs and make some more of that, because y'all know I'm heavy-handed. I about used all that up. But anyway, it's so good when it comes fresh out of the garden, don't you think? Okay, I also added some turmeric. I always put turmeric for that extra flavor, and for those that's supposed to be turmeric is supposed to be good for the body. So we got some turmeric, and I added my half a teaspoon of black pepper. So now we're gonna cover this, bring it to a boil, and then let it simmer for about another 45 minutes, and we're gonna have us some good old soup on our hands, y'all. Be right back. Okay, the soup is just about done, and what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna thicken it a little bit. I'm using some chicken gravy mix. Just gonna pour about half of a pack in there. I just dilute it down with a little bit of water. I don't want the soup to be real watery soupy, but I want it kind of thick. I like a thick, creamy type soup. So we're gonna let that cook in for about 10 minutes, and this soup is ready, y'all. It is good. Now Rick came by here with his mom. He sells, he's selling some cookies, and you know how they do the holiday stuff, how the kids, and they sell so much and they get a little prize. So he came by selling his little holiday stuff. Okay, y'all, this soup is just about ready. I put a little thickener in there in the way by using, I've got some Southern Mills roasted chicken gravy mix. That'll thicken it as much as I need it thickened. We're gonna let that cook into it about 10 minutes, and this soup is done. We're gonna help us up a bowl, sit back, relax, and enjoy it with something cold to drink and a corn muffin. So hang tight, don't go nowhere. Okay, y'all, it is soup. I'm getting ready to help me a bowl of this good old thick ground turkey veggie soup into a bowl. Lord, I am hungry. It's late night. I'm eating late tonight. But anywho, I'm looking forward to it, looking forward to it. I hope you all have something good on the table for your Tuesday dinner. Remember, it's always good to get something good going on top of that stove. And this is one of those quick, easy meals that sometimes you just have taste for a soup every once in a while. And today was one of those days, so here I go. It's nice and thick and hearty. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Yum. This almost, when you see soup like this, you almost want it to be fall or want the weather to be hot or cold weather. Because it seems like the colder the weather, the more you enjoy this good old soup. So That's our good old bowl of soup for tonight. Thank y'all for stopping by. Thank you for your prayers, your well wishes, your comments, and your compliments. And thank y'all most of all for praying without ceasing to the glory of God for all the things that are going on around this world today, for the weather, the wars that are raging out there, and for the things that we have within our hearts, even the things right inside of us. I've talked to a couple people. I talked to a couple people today, and we prayed about just things in general and how we have to do and how we have to get that personal relationship and that prayer life with the Lord directly to Him. We assemble with our church family and our prayer partners, but we have still got to have that personal relationship with the Lord so that we know directly from Him what He wants us to do. We pray the will of God, that Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven for ourselves and for our families. So y'all, please remember to pray without ceasing for everything that's going on, the politics, the wars, the weather, the things that are going on in our family, school shootings, for our children in these schools every day. Please don't forget to pray for those kids as they go off in the morning time for school and in the evening time. And for their academics, for their little minds. They're hearing some of these things that are going on, so we have to pray for them as well, for what goes inside of them, what they hear, how they understand, and how they take in these things. And politically, for how they look at the world, for our young 16, 17-year-olds, how they're hearing what's going on with the politics now will shape how they feel in a couple of years when they are old enough to vote. So consider all those things for our kids and just pray to the glory of God that all things work together for the good of those that love the Lord. And we love the Lord. So until I decide to cook again, love you guys. Pray without ceasing. Do something kind for somebody. And go in the kitchen and cook yourself something good to eat. Love you. Toodles.